Hello YouTube, I'm Tim and welcome to part 4 of my DVD and Blu-ray update. Only have one new thing to show off, out-of-print DVD. Own the out-of-print Blu-ray Scorpion Releasing's humongous. Never opened this up, but I never owned the DVD, and I looked at some screen captures of the old DVD and they didn't look that bad, so I decided to get a DVD copy, and Katarina Lee Waters has some of the out-of-print Nightmare Theater DVDs for sale on her website, so I ordered DVD directly from her website. So here we go. Got it in the mail today, so I'm gonna open this. Let's see, Scotch bubble mailer, handled with care. Well, yeah, I don't know if this has been previously viewed. It's the case that the disc in is not in shrink wrapped, but it looks like I got a photo of Katarina, but I didn't. I didn't tell her I wanted it signed or anything. It says, "To Timothy, I love crossed something, and GT love Katarina." I love crossed and something. I don't know. Yeah, I can't read that. It's in some fancy cursive. But this is the DVD of Katarina's Nightmare Theater Humongous, the uncut version, and it's signed Katarina. It's loose, it's angry, and it's getting hungry. Here's the monster's little toys, once they were little girls and boys. It stars Janet Julian, who was Nancy Drew, number 2 from TV's Hardy Boys Nancy Drew Mysteries after Pamela Sue Martin left the show. Janet Julian, who had the recurring role on Battlestar Galactica on TV, took over as Nancy Drew. But Janet Julian, who is also known as Janet Louise Johnson, also did some little drive-in cult movie classics such as Humongous, and what else did she do? She was in Roger Corman's Smokey Bites the Dust, starring Jimmy McNichol. This also stars another Janet Baldwin, who was in Ruby and Gatorbait. Is also in this. I started to think that Janet Baldwin and Janet Julian were the same Janet, but no, those are two different actresses. Janet Julian's the same actress as Janet Louise Johnson. So this was the only new pickup I had. This is out-of-print DVD, which, like most of them, it's reversible, where you don't get any Katarina on the other side, or the Katarina's Nightmare Theater isn't on the other side, and the barcodes has a big old hole punched in it. I meant to open this Blu-ray up that I've been having sitting in my room with my collection of DVDs and Blu-rays, but I will tear the shrink wrap off the Blu-ray. And as you can see, the same images on the back of the DVD as the Blu-ray, and I thought that was a guy at first, but no, that is a girl. That is gotta be Janet Julian, also known as Janet Louise Johnson right there, because it looks like a female swimsuit if you take a closer look, but she's got her hair pulled back and she's not wearing any makeup, so, and there's no facial hair on her face, so, but I can see boobs or something like female shape. She was not as pretty to look at as Pamela Sue Martin, but she has her moments where she looks prettier, and other times where she looks a little bit too tomboyish for my tastes. Here's newly commissioned artwork, and on the back of the DVD, actual scene from the movie that newly commissioned artwork's based off of. Blu-ray slipcase replaces it with a different image on the back of the slip cover. Yeah. Underneath, the middle image from the movie's replaced. But turn it around. Reversible cover artwork. The back matches what was on the back of the Katarina's Nightmare Theater DVD, but you don't get any images of Katarina or the Nightmare Theater logo at all on the Blu-ray. But both the DVD and the Blu-ray, you have the option of watching it with the Nightmare Theater host bits from the beginning and the end. So, So the Blu-ray reversed it. That was newly commissioned artwork. And the DVD, which the artwork reverses, the disc out. Away the shrink wrap from the Blu-ray. Disc looks, the back side of this DVD looks pretty good. I think I will leave this with the Katarina's Nightmare Theater logo showing. This was the only new thing I had to show off, just the out-of-print DVD, and had to show off the Blu-ray, which is also gone out of print. And both the DVD and the Blu-ray are listed as being for 94 minutes, even though the DVD was matted in white, anamorphic widescreen from a videotape master. The Blu-ray was I think was mainly from an actual film source, but they include, for the Blu-ray, Scorpion and Roneflix included both the R and the unrated cuts of the film, where the DVD was just one unrated cut from a tape. They built this from more than one source for the Blu-ray, but it was mainly film sourced, since it's an actual HD edition. Lovely Katarina photo I got. It was just all I had to show off, just DVD I bought from Katarina. But since this video is a lot shorter than most, behind me on the table, you're gonna see some more discs. Some discs I pulled out. Right there are a bunch of Scorpion releasing DVDs, and the top two, Day of the Animals and Grizzly, are just two I haven't really watched before, but I want to see sometime soon. And well, the DVD, A Day of the Animals, aka Something Is Out There, list fun facts and trivia segment with Mr. Pickles and Cat, but it's not really the Nightmare Theater that Katarina usually has done for Scorpion. And Grizzly, I don't believe there's any. Well, it says fun facts and trivia segment, so that might have Katarina, but it's not the usual Katarina Nightmare Theater. But these are two I want to watch sometime. But the rest of these are mainly have some sort of Katarina host segment on them. Incubus, which Vinegar Syndrome did the Blu-ray edition of it when Scorpion's rights went out, but I've never watched this, so if I can get an HD version at some point, I will. I'm just happy to own this. And then I never got any Blu-ray of Final Exam, which Scream Factory did do a Blu-ray, but this one disc is this DVD disc is listed as being in an all-new high-def master from the original camera negatives. So, and it's got the Nightmare Theater mode. Katarina, see? It's a reversible cover. And then Katarina's Nightmare Theater double feature. And I got the Hearse on Blu-ray recently. So far, no Blu-ray of Blood of Dracula's Castle. Yeah, Katarina's Nightmare Theater on the first side, and open this up and just noticed this earlier. Enjoy these and other titles from Katarina. And I've got double exposure somewhere in the boxes of stuff in my room, and Satan's Slave I got recently. The Survivor I've got on DVD, and I have the Blu-ray of Mortuary. I don't have Whispers or the Fantasticist, and I don't have the Snapshot, aka The Day After Halloween. I don't have Death Ship, but I've got the Devil's Men Terror double feature that I'll show off soon. And there's Katarina. So, mainly just showing off most of my Katarina DVDs and Blu-rays. Devil Within Her. There is a Blu-ray of this, but I don't know. I saw some screen captures of the Blu-ray, and I really wasn't that impressed with the look of the Blu-ray. It looked a little bit too dark. But I believe the Blu-ray's has a few more extras than the DVD, so I might get the Blu-ray just to have more extras, but Screen Captures Mondo Digital posted made the film look way too dark than it needed to be. And then I've also got the DVD of The House on Sorority Row, and I've got this 2-disc Katarina. Katarina is Nightmare Theater. And I've got a Blu-ray in my room that has the same cover artwork. But I also have the most recent Blu-ray that Ronin Flicks put out, and that's the newly commissioned artwork. And there's another newly commissioned artwork. But I don't believe... Yeah, it's just more... See that original artworks on the disc, but underneath you just see that painting of all those girls in their college graduation gowns and caps. But it's got lists Katarina's Nightmare Theater mode as being an option, so that's all good. And it's new HD master, so that's all good. And then here's one of the Blu-rays Katarina hosted. Robert Powell and Harlequin. Are his powers more than magic? And there you see Katarina looking like an evil court jester. So this isn't exactly a Nightmare Theater, but it's got a trivia segment with Katarina the Beautiful Clown. And then the Ronin Flicks Blu-ray of Scorpion releasing Human Experiment starring Linda Haynes and Jeffrey Lewis. And this gives you the option of watching it in... Yeah, it says watch this in Katarina's Nightmare Theater mode. And then another Scorpion Katarina's Nightmare Theater double feature, but I believe it's only on the Lurkers half of this that Katarina hosted. She's looking like I Dream a Genie. And then Die Sister Die. Which doesn't have any Katarina. I watched a little bit of that a while back. And then another one, The Devil's Men and Terror. I believe Terror's that British horror flick that Vinegar Syndrome recently put out on Blu-ray. There you see Katarina. And there she is. Katarina's Nightmare Theater. And then The Pick starring Karen Black and Christopher Plummer. Katarina's Nightmare Theater mode. So, and then I've got the DVD edition of Human Experiments that's been distributed by Kino Lorber. And it looks like Katarina's also has the Nightmare Theater host bits on this DVD as well. There you see her. And then one more DVD. It's got Katarina, but it's not one of the Nightmare Theater titles. It's Angel's Brigade, which was on Mystery Science Theater 3000 as Angel's Revenge, and this is also called Seven from Heaven. But it's Katarina's Cat Scratch Cinema. And there you see the 7 girls, 7 from Heaven. This is a Grayton Clark drive-in flick. It's 1979 PG-rated movie. But this was cut up later by Roger Corman and released as Angel's Brigade. But the original uncut version is called Seven from Heaven. And then it was cut up again for Mystery Science Theater 3000 and retitled Angel's Revenge. It stars Playboy Playmate Susan Kiger. So, I need to go back and watch all of this stuff. Some of this I haven't really watched. I just barely took a look at The Lurkers and Die Sister Die some years back, and I looked at a little bit of The Devil Within Her, but the rest of these I haven't really looked at. And that's just a slipcase. And these are some other DVDs I need to watch at some point. Simon King of the Witches, and I also own the Blu-ray of it. don't go in the house, and I have a Blu-ray copy of this. I like to collect both the DVD and the Blu-ray when I can. Pink Floyd The Wall, and I've watched a little bit of this. And this is one I watched on Night Flight Plus, Blank Generation. And the disc got loose, even though it's shrink-wrapped. And then Rolling Thunder, I've got the Blu-ray of it somewhere in my room. And Baba Yaga, aka Kiss Me, Kill Me, it's also called Baba Yaga Devil Witch. And this also stars George Eastman, Italian B-movie actor that's also, well, his real name's Luigi Montefiore, but cult movie fans know him better as George Eastman. This is one of the few movies where he actually plays a good guy. Well, more sympathetic role for this movie. Plays a bit of a countercultural type of young man. But he's not... He's a nice guy in this movie, where most movies he plays bad guys. So, those are just a few cult movies I need to watch at some point. There's some more Scorpion. I think only one of those When Animals Attack type drive-in movies actually has a Katarina segment. And there's a photo I got from Katarina. And the Blu-ray edition of Humongous, which has Katarina. This Nightmare Theater. And then the DVD I bought from Katarina. So, it's mainly just an update to show off a new pickup that I bought directly from Katarina's website, Humongous the DVD. So, I'm Tim, and thanks for watching my DVD Blu-ray update, Part 4. So far, no more buys this month, unless something happens. It's my birthday at the end of the month, so anything could happen between now and my birthday, and anything could happen on my birthday. So thank you for watching. Keep an eye out for another update video coming to my YouTube channel very soon.